Good evening, everyone. Good evening. We're just gonna go ahead and bring my boy up because we already.
Oh shit, man! I ain't finna
Excellent.
put on the. Hey man, I ain't finna put on the other chain on, man. Shit.
Hey,
Oh shit.
that boy was already ready. He was
Hey,
already on. I
fresh,
ain't even got to do
fresh,
no intro.
fresh. You feel me?
That's
Already.
what
Hey, we need to get all the time we can get, man. You feel me?
That's what I'm talking about. So tonight we're gonna jump right into it. CJ has what I feel is a very important, informational, expiring, just all the things you need to know about. I don't want to say all the things you need to know, but some of the things that we're going to cover is geared towards how Black men in particular are treated within the system as far as being incarcerated. And, this is something that I feel like, CJ tagged me on something on Facebook and I was just looking at it like, wow, you know what I'm saying? Like, it was powerful. It was one of those things that grabbed you and made you feel like, yo, I need more. I need to know really what's going on. Then my brother texted me today and was like, yo, usually, I'm joking, whatever, but today this is something serious for him. So with no further ado, I want to give my brother the shine that he deserves, the spotlight that he's deserved. CJ, go ahead and let the people know what it is, baby.
Appreciate you. So first off, this what I've been sipping on the whole time of all the previous episodes, and your boy is out of that. So we got a little bit of this right here. It's
Okay.
got a little flavor to it. You know what I'm saying? We gotta pull up every episode. We gotta, have one.
Hey,
Yeah.
that's good. I'm gonna start doing that. I got my stuff in there. I need to start.
Okay, say less. Say
Have
less.
my
Hey,
drink on topic with you.
this the happy hour. Hey, man, this the gentleman's club, man. Hey, man, we just
like
talking.
that.
We just talking. Hey, this
I
is
like
the gentleman's club. But
I like that.
so just relax. Hey, what that boy Shannon Sharp be saying? Hey, we gonna sip something till two something. We gonna, sipping and tipping. But no.
Oh, hold on.
Yeah.
Hold on one
Yeah,
second.
go ahead.
Before we get started, I definitely gotta say prayers to the guy Patrick up in Michigan that was executed by the police officer. I want to save that topic for another day, but
Okay.
it ties into what we're talking about today.
Right.
But I just want to pay my respects and give condolences to his family, to everyone, his friends, everyone that's been impacted by that situation. I, as a Black man and as a Black father, and I know you can relate to this now, CJ, having your son, it hits harder when you think about what we have to teach our kids. And I remember being at work during the whole like George Floyd situation and everything of that magnitude, and people asking questions. And when I say people, my Caucasian counterparts asking questions like, wow, we didn't know it was that bad, or we didn't know we had to do this, or whoa, we didn't know you had to teach your kids, or you yourself, you had to act a certain way with law enforcement. It's the lack of knowing, and also it doesn't impact me, so I'm not worried about it. You know what I'm saying? So
Right.
tonight, with the facts that you're about to bring, with the stuff that you're about to bring, I think that this will reach and touch a lot of people because it definitely touched me. And I love the fact that you took it upon yourself to say, yo, I want to lead this charge. I want to make sure I have my facts. I want to make sure I've done my homework when it comes to this topic. So the floor is yours, man. I'm shutting up.
All right, absolutely. I had to take off the hat, show the respect to that young brother. You know what I'm saying? RP had to take the spots. You know what I'm saying? That's hard, but
Crazy.
so the picture Justin is referring to, and it was a picture of inmates getting their CLD license, and I was like, man, that's what's up. I really like to see that. Because prisons are supposed to be, and it's funny if you look to anywhere else in the country, and it's funny because the TV show, if anybody's seen it, called Atlanta with Danny Glover and Brian Tyrese Henry and Lakeith Stanfield, I think. it was a character, his name Paperboy, and he was in the prison system in the Europe on Europe side, but it was more of a rehabilitation center. He had a nice bathroom, a nice shower, he had a nice bed, a little, versus the prison system in him is in the US, it's two to a cell, it's condensed. I did a lot of research. The average prison cell is about 70 square foot, which is not a lot of space. To put it in perspective, a good bathroom you can find in Forney, Frisco, Plano, or hell, even places in Dallas, they're about maybe 100 to 90 square foot, some even more if you want to really, you know what I'm saying? So so you locking up these inmates, you locking them up, and some of these prisons, and I understand a lot of it goes to the state funding. Some states may not have states. Some states may not have the funding to have like a CDL license, which if you don't know, that's to get your drivers, you can drive trucks. And and just on a quick side note, my dad drove nothing but trucks, and my dad was poor before driving them trucks. After he drove them trucks, this nigga got him a 2-story house. My dad was so player, he was paying his house and paying my stepmom's rent. That's let you know how much money he done had. So, that CDL license can change a lot of things. Oh, yeah. But that brought me to prompt, like, most of these prisons, some of these prisons, they're not offering that. Some of these prisons, they don't offer the same education. They don't offer the same freedoms. They don't offer that. I was reading cases. Most of these prisons, they want you to get a job while you're in there. You make your money in there, and when it comes to when it comes to when it comes to education, they're very scarce on that. So it's like, why do most of the prisons in the US, and don't get it twisted, this is going to be looking from two sides. Some prisons, they have the resource. A lot of prisons, they don't have the resources, but it's like, I feel like you're keeping these, like you're thinking about these human beings as caged animals. You know what I'm saying? You just locking them up, you throwing them up in there, and it's like, hey, whatever happens, happens. And the judicial system is already fucked up because you got people that was just doing some petty theft, credit cards, fraud, scamming, whatever, selling weed, versus these rapists, these pedophiles, these people that are, you know what I'm saying? So they're all in the same mix. You know what I'm saying? And it just and it baffles me. It's like, you're not like the U.S. prison. I guess what I'm trying to really say, the U.S. prison does a poor job. The majority of them does a poor job of setting you up for after. Because don't get it twisted, there's a lot of people that's in there for life. But I even did the research. A lot of people are there for like maybe anywhere from 2 years to like 5 to 6 years. I mean, that is a long time. But after they get out, guess what? They got a felony on their record because the prison system failed them to say, hey, it's life after this. You're getting out soon. You're on your final year. You're on your final 2 years. So we can start doing this. Some prisons, they're not doing that. They're just letting you sit there and rot, and you're becoming institutionalized. You see what I'm saying?
That's the key word. That's the key word there.
Exactly. It's institutionalized, and this is
Pops was a big
spin. Oh man, hey, my dad was player. What? But anyway, and here's just another aspect, and we're bringing it back. But it's so crazy how the judicial system, for people that need to be rehabilitated, they're in jail. But you have these rich Caucasians, these rich other people, they're like the real killers, the real people that are evil, they're mentally ill. So you're going to put them in a mental facility, still got their freedom. When they go on a killing spree, he's mentally ill. But a black man that really needs some issues, you put him in a cell with a goddamn killer that killed and did all this, that, and the third. So how you think that's gonna do? So that's so many, so you're mixing them up. So my whole deal is like, I wonder why prisons they need to set up more people for success than failures. And it's a lot with the Black community. And Justin, and I wanted to get your views. I mean, we all know somebody that went to jail.
Oh yeah.
Like we all know somebody that went to jail. And if you're lucky, I mean, they're able to find jobs, they're able to find this, that, and the third. But I was gonna ask, like, how do you think well, you know what? So I'll ask you this. Why do you think the prison system in the US is so much different than actual prison and anywhere else? Because them prisons anywhere else, despite what it looks like in the European, it's more of rehabilitation versus in these prisons, you literally turn into an animal.
Right.
So go ahead, you can take your spill on it. I just want to just kind of hear your thoughts on it.
Sure. And this is Ben again. Shout out to Ben, the creator of the BS3 network, our big brother that always gives us an opportunity to come and share with you people. So
hey, shout out to Ben, but Ben, hold on. Shout out to Ben. Ben, you my dog. But you still ain't throwing me in no other episodes. I'm just saying, dog. I'm just saying, dog. Like Ben, like we, you know what I'm saying? Like, is it because I talk real funny and is my hat real low? Or do it look like a mind reading, sir? I don't know.
Ben say CJ thugging. He too much thugging.
I think I'm too much of a. You know what? Hey, it's just so crazy because everybody on these other shows, they be up there in age, and then when a young brother try to, like, come on,
No, but that's the thing. That's what a lot of, especially from the feedback that I get, a lot of people love that about you, especially with Eric. When Eric was on the show, he's like, that CJ cat, I love his, like, you could tell he's genuine. This is him. Like, there's no faking to it. So it's a beautiful thing to see that. You know what I'm saying? And the fact that you at such a young age, taking the time out, using this opportunity, not only to talk to people, but reach out, and also you're building relationships that are gonna carry you for a long time. And that's irreplaceable. And the fact that you have the know-with-all to really visualize and see that, that's kudos to you and your wisdom and you being smart enough to understand it. So shout out to you for that, And just like being said, some prisons do have opportunities, but I'm not sure about all of them. You're absolutely right.
Yeah.
My spill on it, honestly, is you're in a country, us as Black people, you're in a country that was not.
Hold on, time out. Hold on. Yeah. Time out. And then, okay, so answer your question. And then with that question, and then I'm gonna ask you another question, then I'm gonna shut up. But do you also, with that, do you believe everybody deserves a second chance after prison once they serve their time and everything? But before you even answer that, just keep that in mind. Keep whatever you got back in mind. But go ahead and answer what you was gonna, talk about the prison systems and how they treat, and just go ahead. Go ahead.
So if you really understand it, like, basically, prison is free labor for the state, for the country, to be quite honest with you. So especially there's a difference between state funded and privately owned prisons. So you have to know that difference as well. You know what I'm saying? So with that being said, it's like, we as a people, we have to know and understand that you're in a country that was not designed for you in mind. It wasn't designed for you to be successful. It wasn't designed for you to inherit benefits that our counterparts inherit, or even foreigners that come to this country. They get benefits that you, as a Black African American, you're not entitled to, or you do not inherit, or you do not know of, or you're not educated to know that. So in my opinion, it goes back to the school to prison pipeline. And I know you know that because we've all heard of the term, but it's legit. You go to a place where there's lower income or there's, predominantly, I would say urban areas. You go into those urban areas and
Facts.
you automatically predict, okay, how many of these kids are going to come out of here and actually make themselves into something, or how many of these kids are going to be products of their environment. And usually in lower income areas, what do you have a lot of? You have a lot of drug dealing, you have a lot of violence, you have a lot of, illegal activities, whether it's, drugs, gambling, whatever the case may be. You have a lot of those illegal activities. And it's so funny that you brought this up, because one of my favorite shows that I got into not too long ago is Snowfall, right? And
Okay.
when you think about the amount of cocaine these people had access to, the amount of cocaine these people were moving, where did that cocaine come from? I don't know too many dope boys that got passports. I really don't. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's not like they going and getting it themselves and distributing. They have to learn. You're taught that. You're in those environments where that's like the norm to do. I mean, hell, I'm pretty sure you can give examples growing up, seeing somebody having something and you like, damn, well, I know he ain't got no regular 9 to 5, but
Yeah.
child, you're seeing that and you're like, damn, I want to live like that. I want to live that good life too. All you see
Yeah.
is what they showing you. It's just
Yeah.
like, what I explained to my sons. Like, yo, y'all like these rappers and things, that's fine. That Instagram stunting or whatever, that's great. But they ain't showing you the real deal. They ain't showing you how they got somebody behind them pressing them like, hey, you need protection? Go ahead and hit me and my crew off. Or hey, you want to
Yeah.
walk through this city? Well, you need to check in here. Like, people
Yeah.
don't understand that. People don't, these younger cats don't really get that. But us,
Yeah.
like older or in situations that we in, we have that understanding. So my best advice as far as the prison system is, it's not a place that you want to be. It's not a place that anyone wants to be. But I understand that sometimes circumstances may cause you to take those risks. And if you're going to take that risk, understand what comes with it. But if you're
Right.
in that situation, try to see a light at the end of the tunnel. It's just like what you were saying. I know several people that went to prison and came out and they're successful. Whether they got their CDLs, whether they own their own businesses now, whether they're, working, like breaking their back working, but they understand like, yo, I can't go down that path anymore. And like you said, a lot of people look at it as the end of everything. Oh, you going to prison, that's the end of your life. Well, you only got 3 years and you going in at, let's say, 19, 20 years old. Yeah, you're going to get out and still have a whole life ahead of you. But what is your plans to action? What is your mental? Who is under there, or who is guiding you? Which one of your friends or family members are really truly sticking beside you to let you know, hey, when you get out, we here. You know what I'm saying? Because there's so many times where us, especially in the Black community, is out of sight, out of mind. Where, think about how many dudes go to jail behind beefing with another dude over a girl.
Yeah.
Go to jail, guess what? That girl done moved on to a whole nother dude. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? She ain't sitting there like, oh, I got a real one. I'm going to hold him down, blah, blah, blah. Yeah, she can't hold him down while she sitting there hollering at her buddy, or he's showing her a good time until you get out. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, I.e. Monica. Hey, from the last podcast. But whatever.
Yeah.
Whatever.
So you just gotta know that, man. Like, it's weird because I sat there and I was watching the video of the brother Patrick or whatever, and watching his execution. It was so weird because it's like, here it is, a foreigner that he's been in the States, yes, for 8 years, but you got to understand the trauma, the hurt, the outlandishness, the outrage that this young man has seen as far as within the Black community and how we're treated in America. So you get them lights behind you, that man tense up. That man don't know what's gonna happen. He probably witnessed, he heard about, I guarantee you, he heard about Trayvon Martin. He knows the George Floyd situation. He knows of Eric Garner's situation. He knows of all these situations, and here it is, a man with that has on that same uniform that just did these type of crimes to other individuals. Yeah, I'm gonna be scared too. And it doesn't. What really bothered me and what really killed me about that is it's America showing you, hey, black man, your life is still expendable. The fact that we have to question, should this go to trial? The fact that we have to sit here and have this conversation about black people going to jail for selling weed or, petty crimes, stupid stuff. You know what I'm saying? Where it's like, you're going to get this man 15 to 20 for some weed. But meanwhile, we got officers out here executing people over traffic stops. Where's really the justice in that? And another example I give you why this system is not designed for you. When black people back in the 80s, and this is even a little bit before my time as well, but back in the 80s when crack hit, man, they were locking up crackheads. They were locking up the crack dealers. But guess what happened here in the early 2000s? The opioid epidemic hit. Guess what they did? We don't need to lock these people up. We need to give them treatment facilities. We need to let them come bring their drugs and let us test their drugs to make sure that they're safe for them to take, to make sure they don't OD. But who do you know that has the opioid addiction? Who do you know that has the opioid problem? It's white America. It's not black America. When it's black America, is throw their black ass in the jail, get rid of them, don't worry about them. Don't educate them because they already ain't educated. Don't give them shit because they already don't have shit. But when it comes to white America and that white class, and it comes to, we realize that this can be a problem for years to come, we're going to figure out a different way to handle the situation and come up with a solution. That's why you have to know, you have to teach each other and teach ourselves that every day you out here, I don't care where you're going. You could be going to the grocery store. You could be going to the gym. Every day you out here and you got this type of skin, guess what? Your ass is at risk. Your ass is considered a threat. And CJ, you a big dude too. You good, what, 6'4"? And you got hands, you box? Come on, man. They will definitely be like, yeah, I was scared. I didn't know what to do.
Yeah.
And it's set that way and it's designed that way for a reason. And it's to eliminate us, to eliminate the threat, to eliminate us from becoming what we can become. Yes, we have the odds stacked against us, but that doesn't mean we can't be successful. I don't want anyone misconstruing anything I'm saying. Just because I'm saying that, hey, this system wasn't designed for you to be in, it doesn't mean you can't win in this system. It doesn't mean you can't beat the odds and beat this system. But realize, especially us as young black men, every day you walk out that house, you ain't just representing CJ Boyd. You representing that whole family that's in that house. And guess what? Now me and you like my brother. So you representing me as well, because you best believe if anybody says anything wrong about CJ, guess what? I'm going to have to see about that. And I ain't going to be that dude that be like, let me call CJ gay. These niggas over here talking about you. Now, I'm checking it right then and there. And then I'm going to let you know, hey, I had to check old dude because he was talking reckless. I don't know what that's about. I don't know what y'all issues are, but figure that out. I just had to let him know, you can't talk about my boy like that. Not in my presence at all. And think that it's okay.
And I'm gonna tell y'all, I ain't gonna tell, but I've never been to jail. I've been put in handcuffs. I've never went to jail. And it's because, and I'll keep it real, when I was on a military base, I stole from the military store. Now, this was I'm about to turn 25. Y'all know I'm about to turn 25 in like 10 or 9 days. May 1st, my birthday. About to turn 25. Exactly, 25. You know what I'm saying? 25 years old. Happy birthday to a young, you know what I'm saying, to a youngster. But I had to have been like maybe 21. Was I 21? Or was I 20? I want to say I was like 21 when this happened. But or 20, or if I no, this was the summer. So I just turned 22. And anyway, I stole from the PX, the military store, and I got in trouble. And you know, I was very cooperative. I didn't really say it. I was ashamed. It was all that.
Right.
But just like the officer that locked me up, first, you know, I mean, at first he thought I was just another dude, you know, another black dude just had issues. But then he realized I wasn't one of those. You know, he was like, hey, I seen killers, I seen rapists, I seen people like that. You ain't want to. You just made you just made a bad decision.
Right.
When I went to the police station on base, everybody looked at me like I was just beneath him. Like, here comes another black nigga. He's wearing our uniform and he's disgracing. He's doing all that, you know. And that's how they look at these prisoners.
Oh yeah.
You know, they look at these prisoners like they're animals. And I'm like, yo, some of these people are in here for petty theft. Some of these people are in there for credit card. They're not in there like, they're not no rapists. They're not no killer. They just made a bad mistake. They made a mistake.
Right.
It just cost them.
Yeah.
So, you know, and then that's the thing. When you get in prison, you're technically a felon and you're on parole. And you still gotta eat. You still gotta make a living. So guess what? You get out of prison, and if you don't know no knowledge, you try to get a job. They do that background check. You did what? You was in prison? Oh, well, it was just for some credit card things. It's really nothing. Oh, I'm sorry. We don't hire convicted felons or we don't hire people that's on probation. You know what I'm saying? That's why I say the prison system failed, because had you maybe get them some type of certification, maybe let them finish their GED, maybe give them some IT, something, you know, if they can. And here's the thing I read on that report. They said most prisoners, they want certificates and degrees. Now, there's no way you ain't gonna, I ain't gonna lie. I don't know about the degrees, because hell, nigga, that costs a lot of money just for regular people. So, you know, I don't know about that. But certifications, they wanted more certifications. They said, nigga, I'm tired of working I'm tired of working and being a part of the food cafeteria and doing all this other bullshit. I want something for outside.
Yeah.
Most prisoners, most prison guards or most prisons, they can't offer that. So it's just funny how they can offer you a blue collar, work your ass off type job, but when you want to do better for yourself, oh, we don't got that. Oh, yeah. We got a program, you know, and that's why I put out that list on my Facebook. I said, here's a list of companies that hire convicted felons, because a lot of these companies, they will hire you. They just don't these prisoners don't know that. The guards, they get to go back home to their loving wife and family, and they get to, you know, so now some prisoners, you know, some prisons, they're doing that. But most of these prisons, they're not doing that. You're not setting these people up for success for when they get out. They look at you like you're a fucking animal. They let you, most of these prisons, they on some other shit. They let you get your ass whooped. They let you get raped. They let you do whatever. Like, they let just the shit happen because they think, oh, you're just an animal. You know what I'm saying? And you have youngsters. You have people that's my age, that's your age, that's in there. They're maybe doing a minimum, maybe 2, maybe 5 years, which is, you know, which is a lot of time, but you still have a whole bunch more time when you get out. And it's like the prisons, they're not designed for you. Versus in Europe, it's more of rehabilitation. Yeah. They're rehabbing you. The prisons, they're not even, they look like fucking hotels. They let you, they're trying to really make you like a member of society. These jails, and I've seen it happen, where you get institutionalized, you start getting into the jail culture and the prison culture, you get out, that's all you know is that prison shit. All you know is this, that, and the third. In a civilian life, it's not prison. That's not how that is. So you do the same shit, and you actually want to go back because you feel comfortable. You
Right.
spend so
Right.
much time in jail and prison, you feel comfortable there because that's
In
all
that
you know.
situation. Yeah, absolutely. And that's why, man, I definitely encourage youngsters, man, learn a trade while you can and if you can. And when I say a trade, learn to be an electrician, learn to be a plumber, learn to be a carpenter. Anything that me and Melissa had this conversation, man, and it tripped me out because I was telling her, like, you know, the amount of guys that I went to school with, and most of them, well, yeah, most of them were like, if I don't get a scholarship, I don't know what I'm gonna do. You know what I'm saying? And
Yeah,
that's more common than not in our community.
yeah,
And I
facts.
noticed that after we graduated years later, they started bringing those trades back into the schools, like the auto mechanics and the electricians and stuff. Like that's needed. And the tripped out thing about it is us as black people, especially the younger of our generation, we look at success like you gotta have that college degree. But
Hmm.
you look at how our parents or some of our grandparents that were able to work at factories and plants and live a comfortable life. You look at how many of them had houses. I mean, actually had houses back in the 60s, the 70s, even go further back in the 50s, where black people were having houses. And if you pay attention to what's going on in the world now, they're getting ready to get rid of the first time home buyers program. That's getting
Yeah,
ready to go. And you got to know and understand, okay, how can I advance myself? How can I put myself in a position that's going to benefit not only me, but my family and my legacy?
yeah,
So, how I look at things is before it even gets to that point, before our kids or anyone in our neighborhoods have to think about, shoot, I'm just gonna hustle. I don't know what else to do.
yeah,
School ain't my thing. Let's push them in the direction of, hey, guess how much that plumber that came and fixed your grandma bathroom? Guess how much he get paid an hour? It'll
yeah,
blow your mind. Some of them getting paid more than what nurses are getting. Guess what? That man that came and fixed the AC in your apartment complex, that's how much he getting paid. And then not only that, but you have the opportunity to be self-employed when you have that. That's why they want those certifications, because guess what they can do? They can open up their own business, be self-employed. Guess what they can do then? Hey, my partner getting out. All right, guess what? I got an opportunity for them. Holding each other accountable, looking out for each other. We need to start doing that more often within our own community. So anytime I have those conversations with my white counterparts and they're like, well, what can we do to help the situation? Like you were on the podcast with Taylor when she's
I
asking
was.
those
Hmm.
questions like, what can I do? And and just like I told her, at this moment, I just need you to be the voice where I'm voiceless, where I'm not able to speak, where I'm not able to get to certain people. I need you to be my voice in those crowds. But in the meantime, as far as you coming in the black community and doing something, I don't need that. We don't need that. We got to hold each other accountable. We got to make sure each other's straight. If you ever notice, and I mean, I know you can attest to this, go somewhere where it's predominantly white and you see another black man. We always give each other that head nod. You good? Yeah, yeah. You see what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
If
Why
he
can't
not an Oreo.
exactly?
Yeah.
Like we have to do that within our own community though. I need to be able to go in the Oak Cliff and see another black man and be like, yo, what's up? You good? Yo, you straight? You know what I'm saying? I need to be
Yeah.
able to do that. We don't need to be we don't need to have this tough exterior every time we out somewhere. We don't have to be the biggest, baddest motherfucker everywhere we go.
Yeah.
Sometimes you need to be that brother that's like, yo, I'm looking out. You know what I'm saying? I just
Yeah.
want to make sure we all straight, we all having a good time. And I don't know about you, but I remember being young, hitting clubs, man, and it was legit having a good time. That's what it was. It was to have a good time, pick up on some females, go to a club now. you looking around like, hey, I hope nothing jump off.
Bro, wait a
Start
bro.
bucking.
Hey, you know what's funny? I think I'm the last person, like, right when I stopped going was when the bullshit happened. Cause I keep it real, man. These niggas now, they way too cool to dance. They way too cool. Hey, them niggas was sitting like they sit in the little whatever, they sit on the wall, they just get the sipping and they just be looking. The female, like, it's so weird because the females just be dancing by themselves. And I'm like, bro, like, like when I was in that hole, you know what I'm saying? Like doing whatever, but it's like now, and yeah, you right. See, now I wouldn't go to a club no more because like niggas, they too tough, bro. You know what? Truthfully, the last time I went to Deep Elm was 3 years ago, and somebody threatened my life. Like they really said, like, bro, I'll shoot your ass, fool. Like, I got my partner, I'll shoot your ass. He didn't, like he ain't do nothing, but like somebody literally threatened my life last time I went the Deep Elm. I was like, you know what?
It ain't even worth it.
I'm like, it ain't even worth it, so I'm cool.
That was my thing when, like, right as I stopped going, that was the era of where dudes were dancing with each other. Dudes are like battling each other. I'm like, yo, what y'all doing? Like, no, hell no. Like, you don't see that? Like, you don't see her? Like, no. So, like you said, your era, girls were dancing with themselves and dudes were like everybody tough. You know what I'm saying? And I always looked at it this way. I ain't finna give up $20 to go in somewhere to fight somebody and get kicked out and not get my money. It ain't worth it. Like, if we got that much of an issue, hey, we're gonna talk to each other and we're gonna figure it out. We're gonna figure out a spot we can meet up, and we gotta punch it out. We can meet up somewhere and punch it out. But to put myself in that position, come on, man, I ain't finna give up a hot. It's $20 to get in, usually $10 to park. You're gonna want to drink. So that's another about $10, $20, depending on what you're drinking. Come on, man. I don't understand it, but that is what it is.
Bro, what Mika say, bro? Hey, bro, what she be doing, bro? Like, is she like a teacher or something, or what she do?
Oh, Mika's a educator. She's I think she's over, if I'm not mistaken, I want to say either math or science one, but Mika be on her stuff, man, for real, for real.
Oh, okay. If I want to get a college,
yeah, get the certification.
Yeah,
and that's the thing. You have like, man, I don't know what it is, and I find myself, man, feeling like, dang, I'm getting old, or I'm becoming my parent. You know what I'm saying? I'm becoming like what I would see my uncles or my aunts or my mom or my older siblings, how they would do it. Like, dang, these kids just ain't got no guidance. Or dang, these kids just stupid. Like, when you watch these kids now, and it's so funny because we just had all our kids over, right? So we were sitting down and we, I like to mess with them. Like, let's go to YouTube, look up what videos they into, like who that they like. You know what I'm saying?
Hell no.
I'm sitting here and I'm looking at, like, what's his guy name? Like Trippy Red or something. I'm like,
Trippy Red? Okay. Yeah, I know what's up with that.
Yeah, so it killed me because I'm seeing, like, tattoo on the face, tattoo everywhere. I'm like, no, that's not realistic. And it's so strange because Jaden 14 now, right? So he's already on this kick of,
hey, is Jaden the one with all that hair?
Yeah.
Okay.
He on that kick of, I want to get a tattoo when I get in high school. So I'm like, yo, wrong person to talk to, because I know how I was, and that was my thinking too. But I had the conversation with him where I'm like, yo, you need to talk to your mom and talk to your dad about that. Like, I'm not comfortable doing it. You know what I'm saying? But if they cool with it, whatever, I'm gonna make sure I put you in the right direction to, make sure you get a legit tattoo and not know somebody in their backyard trying to hit 10 people up. Like, nah. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, I wish my son would ask me for a tattoo, and nigga, don't you? You lost your motherfucking mind. You asked me for a damn tattoo. I ain't doing that shit. Hey, he can get a tattoo when he out my house. He ain't getting no tattoo when he. Hell no. Hell no.
But you got to think about it, CJ. Look at their influences. When we were younger, I remember, man, because I've always been a NBA fan. I remember when Dennis Rodman was in the league and Dennis Rodman had the tattoo, and they were going nuts. Like, oh my God, this guy has tattoos. Oh my God, this guy dyes his hair. And then Allen Iverson hit the league. And I'll never forget, it was a home game they had in Philly, and he was on the bench, and his mama was
his mama was doing his braids,
I was rolling. I was like, this is what I'm talking about. Because it just showed you really our influence as far as we don't give ourselves enough credit as African Americans, man. Right. We are American culture, straight up and down. We are American culture. And if you look from the style of music, from the food, to the cultures, to the languages, to the arts, like it's nothing but us in it. And it's so crazy to me. I live out here in Roy City, which is predominantly white. And I go to the store, man, I'm seeing these high school kids, they got their whips. That's what they listening to though.
They're listening to
hip hop. Yeah. I'm not hearing. I couldn't even name you a country singer. Garth Brooks. I'm not hearing them jam that. I'm hearing them listening to what my kids listening to. So I'm in here rolling like, yo, what? So you got to think, man, like it blew my mind, and a lot of these kids do not understand, man. And I had a conversation with them where I'm like, what you see on these Instagram pages or these TikTok guys or whatever, these so-called influencers, you try that in real life, it's going to end you up in one or two places, either dead or in jail. You make your choice. You make your decision. And I'm struggling with that now because I'm trying to teach my 11-year-old how to be a leader. Don't follow the crowd. I mean, I know when I was young, man, my friends, my partners I ran with, they started smoking early. I mean, they were blowing early. And I never got with it because to me, it was like, man, my environment, and it ain't like I come from just the slums or nothing, but I saw crackheads. You know what I'm saying? I saw what they were into or what they were doing. And I'll never forget, man, I was leaving the gym one day from hooping with my partners, and we going by the car wash where, like this little convenience store, they got a car wash. Right? So we going by there, and we seeing one of the crackheads washing up this dude's car, and dude is sitting there blowing, right? And he passed the blunt to the crackhead. And I'm just sitting there disgusted, like, you finna put your mouth right back on that. Like you don't know what buddy mouth been. And
that's a no-go.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? So for me, I'm thinking in my head, like, yeah, that'll do it. I'm good.
Yeah, that's a violation. That's a violation. What we doing, man?
But I had a old head, man, that actually he was in prison, I think, for like the early 90s or whatever. Man, cool cat, cool dude. Came into the bank when I was in the retail side. Came in, sat down in my office to open a business account. And we sitting there chopping it up. And, you know, he was just giving me game and giving me wisdom and knowledge of his pitfalls, his mistakes. And he was in prison for attempted murder. And he like, I ain't even that type of cat. He was like, the main thing that got him locked up was behind a woman. And he sat there and he told me straight up, most cats that you gonna meet in prison, they in there for one or two things. If they ain't, you know, a molester or a serial killer, it's usually behind money or behind a woman. And his story was so crazy, man. Like, he thought that this girl was like gonna be his whole life. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like that's wife.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But come to find out, she was, messing around or whatever, and Buddy was leaving work. Came home, tried to surprise his girl, flowers, whole nine, right? Pop up. Guess who in his house? Somebody he considered a friend of his in there smashing on his girl.
When I tell you, I will never surprise a chick. Hey, I don't give a damn if I'm 99 years old. I ain't surprising my woman. I ain't doing none of that shit. I be damn. I surprise my woman and she get her shit crunched, nigga.
But you gotta think about it. I mean, look at it this way, man. That you saw the podcast with Mika and Teg and everybody. So
yeah.
If you are invested in a woman to the point like, yo, this is where I want to be, you gonna want to do things like that. It ain't nothing wrong with it. And for me as a young man, it's so weird and it's so hard for me to really say this because it's like I feel like us as men, we have to go through heartbreak. And really going through heartbreak, it gets your mind open. It makes your heart, open, but at the same time, it's guarded. So for me, and I don't know about you, but for me, I really can't say that I really experienced anything like that. But I don't know, like you were saying about how you want your son to experience it, but you want him to experience it early. You want him to find a little girl he really digging, and then all of a sudden, boom.
I want my son to be on some shit like he walk it, like he got like his little high school crush and the jock smashing that damn girl. That's I want the star athlete, the nigga that's shooting the three from the fucking Tiger logo to be slamming that shit, to be slamming her shit. My nigga know the deal, and he come out of absolutely, no facts.
So let me ask you this, because you were an athlete. So I'm trying to word this carefully because I don't want to get you in no trouble or nothing.
Man, talk to me, dog. Talk to me, man.
So were you that cat? When I say were you that cat, were you smashing other dudes' girls? Be real.
No, I have. You know what? I say this.
Knowingly, though. Knowingly.
You know what? I keep it a trail. No. Hold on. It was this one. You know what? No, you know what? It was only one instance. I didn't end up doing the thing, but we sure was. Had she showed up, yeah, it was gone, go, but she ain't show up because literally, and I'm like, ooh, but I remember we had class together. Now he didn't even come back to school the next semester, but I don't know how me and his woman even like got. I don't even know. Like I think I pulled some whole shit. Like I think I followed her on Instagram or some shit. And I was just like, man, no, I think it was on Facebook. And I followed, and I was like, man, I was. But you know what? But I always told myself, and I got another story to go with this. But I was like, you know what? Who's really the villain? Is it my fault for going ham, or is it her fault for attracting? Now, time out. This was my boy. Like we were tight, but we wasn't tight like that. Like we had class together, and like as my boy, but we wasn't out here like. But anyway, I remember now. Look, I remember he found out. I got scared. I ain't gonna hold you. He found out. I bitched up, man. I done it up. I was like, nah, I don't even know what you mean. Like what you? I started folding. That's how I knew that life wasn't for me. But however, I still never seen myself as the wrong and fault because I'm like, if y'all woman attracted to me, nigga, That means you ain't doing something right. You need to get your girl in order. I'm just saying, you need to get your girl in order.
Let me say this, man.
You say what you gotta say, but I got a quick story to tell, and then but go ahead.
So you're basically trying to justify your own bullshit.
I'm not. No, I'm not. I'm not.
Am I wrong? Because she chose me, man. I'm gonna tell you this. I was that dude, and I lost. I don't want to say I lost friendships behind situations like that, but I had to have tough conversations behind that because I always felt like the old saying, bros before hoes and all of that, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I always felt like a sense of loyalty to my dudes, even
Of
if
course.
we wasn't like boys. Like
Of course.
if I know you or if I see you in passing and we're cordial and we have like some type of line of communication, yeah, I'm gonna come and let you know, yo, your girl moving foul. That's it. I ain't got to go in detail on nothing. I'm just gonna let you know. Now, I had fallouts behind that, and not to the point of we fighting, but fallouts like hey nigga fuck him blah blah blah, and it's like yo for what? Why you mad at me?
But was it really your fault though?
No, not at all. Because I didn't,
I'm just not.
no. See, the beauty of my situation was I didn't do nothing.
Oh shit!
I went to the dude and told the dude, yo, your girl is moving foul.
Hey, look. But here's the thing, though. Are you really wrong, though?
No, not in that sense.
But hold on. But if you did the deed, are you wrong, though?
Absolutely.
Hell no. Nah. See, hey, that's where we separate right there. No, we wrong.
You wrong because at the end of the day, you got to know and understand, like, girls are always going to be attracted to power. To be quite honest with you, power is what attracts women, right? High school, nobody got money like that. Ain't nobody in school like, yeah, let me break off my stacks. Like, nobody doing that. So who has the most influence, who has the most power in school? Usually your jocks, usually your popular cats, right? So with that being said, you're gonna get the girls. You're even gonna have girls that are afraid to come say anything to you. They won't say nothing to you. They'll act like you invisible, like they don't even see you because they're so afraid of rejection at that age, at a young age. Yeah. And I know you can speak to this. How many times have you ran into chicks from your high school or middle school, and now they confident as all get out? You like, whoa, what happened? You used to be quiet as a church mouse. You used to not say nothing to nobody. Now they realize, like, oh, okay, I'm desirable, or oh, okay. Prime example, man. We had this girl that was a band geek. And when I tell you, like, she was just a band geek, straight up. Played a little instrument. Nobody paid her no attention, right?
Yeah.
Probably about my senior year, dudes started really peeping her like, yo.
Yeah. Yes, she is. Yes, she is.
This summer here, dudes was like, oh yeah, all for it, right? But then she decides to get like big headed, like, I don't act like you wasn't peeping me. Like, no, I really wasn't. Like, I don't want to hurt your feelings, but I gotta keep it a buck with you. Like, I wasn't checking for you like that, and I'm still not. Like, congratulations. I'm glad you grew up or whatever, but don't think that, most dudes that are coming at you are usually looking at it like, yo, this should be an easy little situation because she's a geek.
Hey, Justin, like, quick story, bro. Like, more to that story, and like on some real shit. I remember this one time I had a crush on this girl. Ayla can attest because I tell the story like at least like twice every year. But like, this what I knew I was the realest nigga ever, bro. I was crushing on this, bro. I was crushing on this girl since like my fourth grade or fifth grade year. And, and then I went to a different middle school because I went from Houston Elementary, which is in Lancaster. I went to Life School Oak Cliff from sixth grade to eighth grade year. And then because I wanted to play basketball and I wanted to get on my track shit, my mom was like, well, we going to put you in Lancaster. So she enrolled me in Lancaster, and and we had class like freshman year, so I'm like, oh shit, like I ain't seen her. She done grown up. She was still looking good. Like she was my crush, bro. Let me tell you, she was my crush, bro. She was my crush, nigga. I kid you not. And I remember, mind you, I wasn't cold in basketball till like my junior years when I like really broke out. Like when I was really dunking on niggas and doing all this shit, right? So like when I was a freshman, I remember, I called up to her, bro. I was being on some simp shit. I made this girl, I was about to call her something else. I made this girl my Valentine's and all that other shit, bro. Tell me why, bro. Tell me, bro. No. Tell me why I remember this shit. We was on a away game. We was in like Mansfield or some shit. And I remember I was bragging to my nigga because like she like kissed me on the cheek. I remember I was like, yeah, nigga, she kissed me on the cheek, nigga. You know what I'm saying? Bro, tell me why I showed her to my nigga. I never forget this nigga name. His name was Derek fucking Smith. Y'all can look this bitch ass nigga up on Facebook. Derek Smith, bro. This nigga really he was like, hey, hey, so you making moves? This background's a version. I was like, yeah, I'm thinking I'm making a little move on this little shouty, bro. He said, okay, let me see her. I showed her. He was like, bro, her? I was like, yeah. He was like, bro, I was her first.
Oh, that broke your heart, huh?
Me, I was like, I'm like, bro, what you mean that was? He was like, yeah, bro, like that was my first too. I was like, what? He was like, oh man, this nigga was talking about how he was talking about how much he was fucking the shit out my damn girl. Dog, he was out here. He was like, yeah, man, we skipped school. This nigga said he smashed her on the bleachers, dog, at an away. I said, oh, no. I was like, what? He was like, bro. And then tell me why my other teammate was like, oh, man, Derek was fucking the shit out that damn. Like, I was like, oh, no, bro. I'm trying to tip. Bro, but you know what? But hold on. I'm going to end it right quick. Bro,
no, don't end it because I got to ask you questions. Go ahead.
No. But like, bro, I was like, bro, she was getting bro, that's why, bro, she was getting smutted by my mans. Like, this girl was skipping school to get to catch some afternoon, So I was like, really? So then I was like, bro, I've been like, bro, I was hurt, but I kid you not, bro, this was on the way to the game, bro. I remember, nigga, I was missing layups, nigga. I was at this bitch. Hey, it's the bro.
Your whole mind was gone.
Bro, I was so out the fucking game, nigga. I airballed a fucking free throw. I just couldn't fucking think. I was like, bro, this nigga really don't fuck my crush. I've been crushing on since fourth grade, and this light-skinned mix nigga was in my girl guts. Bro, but check this out. But hold on, but look. But after that game, I was just so hurt, bro. And I called my nigga. I was like, bro, did you know? He was like, I'm like, nigga, everybody know he was. So then he was like, look, bro. And shout out to my nigga. His name is Xavier. I never forget. He was like, hey, bro, you can be a real one. He was like, hey, bro, you can be a real one and cry about this shit. Or you can get on your game. You can just be like, I'm cool. I never forget. I cried bro. This was the first time I cried to sleep. Bro, y'all getting a lot of information on this podcast, bro. This is the first time I cried to sleep, bro. I cried to sleep. Oh, all this shit. Nigga, I woke up the next morning. I said, you know what? Fuck this. You know what? I can't roll with her. So when she was trying to get hi, Christian, she was trying to get on them, like, scoot over. She was like, hey, why you being so distant? because you was out here getting smutted by my man. So, of course, I can't even roll with you. So, and she was like, I was like, you know what? I can't be a fool. I just couldn't handle it. So, that's the day Christian became CJ. I was like, man, fuck this shit. But that's just, that's my origin story, how I became a real nigga. You can ask your question, but go ahead, though. But, hey, you know what I'm saying?
So, this is going to be, I know this question is going to be something that I need for you to answer.
No, you good.
We're going to make this one for another. This is going to be a topic within itself, but I'm going to ask it now to just throw it out there. So, given that situation, right?
Yeah.
If she came at you and been like, yo, that was then, like, we didn't have anything. Me and you wasn't even talking. Me and you wasn't even rocking like that. Like, could you look at her and be like,
hell no. Bro, I'm not even going to kid you. Nigga, I better not even run into nobody. The homegirl, bro, let me, look. I don't give a fuck. Hey, fuck all that maturity bullshit. Hey, fuck all that maturity bullshit. This ain't, and you know what? Call me a sensitive nigga. Like, call me a sensitive nigga. I don't give two fucks. First off, this was high school. So I'd be damned if I got, like, fourth period, this nigga, he like, bro, every time my girl walked past, she like, damn, I remember when I was flipping her shit. And I remember when I was crunching her. And I remember when she was out here, nigga, I was handling her shit in the fucking backyard, nigga, the dog. Like, I'm like, nah, I can't have it. I was like, hell nah, bro. Hey, we cool. Bro. Hell, you know what? I'm a different nigga than some people may call that immaturity. I just can't roll with that. I can't, bro. I
agree.
can't.
I agree with you. I do not call that immaturity. I don't call that anything. I mean,
Justin, what you doing?
What? What you mean?
Like, bro, same situation, bro. Your man's was out here.
Oh, yo, that's what? Okay. So, all right. If the old me would have been like, yo, this can't be nothing serious, but if it's on that physicality or it's on some smash and dash, then that's just what that is. But as far as like what you were doing, Valentine and stuff, like, no, player. Mm-mm. And not only that, but the fact that some of your friends already knew.
Everybody knew Derek was fucking the shit out this damn girl, bro. Except me. I'm like, bro, are you kidding me, bro? No, I was like, hell no. I was like, hey, that's a wrap, bro.
You gotta give credit to Derek because Derek didn't. He kept it a buck with you. He could have easily been like, "Oh yeah, go ahead." It said nothing. And then check this out. Would Derek be wrong if he said nothing and allowed you to fall in love? And
look. Hey,
Derek's still over there doing what Derek do.
No. Hold on. Now, I'm gonna tell you. See, now I knew that's a full circle, but let me tell you something. Would Derek have been wrong because that's my man's? You know what? I'll keep it true. Yes, he would have been wrong, but I'll say this though. I can't blame him because she's also in the wrong too. So I'm not gonna blame my man's. I'm gonna check my woman. I don't check the other dude for making the dude move, bro. I don't check it. I'm gonna check that woman. Be like, bro, you really like, Now, granted, bro, the fucked up part about the whole situation, they wasn't together when we was, but he was, bro. Just imagine you riding the bus and somebody just letting you know how much they smashed. Bro, they done smutted this girl out, bro. She kissed you on the cheek like, bro, this bitch was out here giving the neck, all that shit. I said, man, bro, this nigga, bro, man, hey, we got another podcast about how this shit went down. Nigga, you talking about he still had the naked pic, all that shit. I said, bruh, I couldn't even get that motherfucker. I said, oh my goodness, bro. I was Justin. I was so out the game, nigga. I think I went like 3 for 10. I was 30%. I couldn't make a fucking layup if I tried. Bro, it did. Man, this nigga wanted me to pass the ball. I was out here ball hogging and shit, trying to be on my Kyrie Irving shit, knowing damn well I ain't had a sauce like that, bro.
Derek ain't touching the rock today.
Derek ain't touching the motherfucking rock, bro. Me and this nigga used to be, because I'm like, nigga, that's my crush, whole ass nigga.
But see, that, I mean, okay, so let me put it to you this way, right? So this is, in my opinion, this is how catty some females. You can't lump them all in one category, right? So this is how catty some females are. So a female will know that you and Derek, like, oh, they hoop on the same squad or whatever the case may be.
Yeah.
But because both of y'all are, you know, who y'all are, and she's attracted to both of y'all, she gonna shoot a shot at both of y'all. Now, I'm gonna tell you this, the dudes that I know and the dudes I went to school with and the dudes that I came up under, they were dogs. So it wouldn't have been a problem. They would have been like, yo, you got her today, I get her tomorrow. Okay? Bet. You know what I'm saying? But obviously in Lancaster, you wasn't moving like that. You were in love.
No, bro, I can't, bro.
This was my fourth,
this was my fourth grade crush, bro. I love this hoe, bro. Couldn't nobody tell me. And yo, I met her when I was a freshman. I said, okay, bet, bro, because she was feeling me too. I just didn't know when I was out here. You know what I'm saying? She was, bro. I had to get constant. Let me tell you how bad this shit is, bro. I had to constantly get like people used to randomly like, and this is when my own teammates. Now they laugh about the shit when I was like a sophomore or junior because I stopped giving a fuck. You know, I was like, I don't give a fuck. Yeah. But like, bro, like when I was a freshman, bro, they was really in there, like they was in there like on some, like they was in there on some like. They used to taunt me like that. They used to be like, "Hey, I don't care how bad we lost tonight. Just remember, C-Dub had it the worst because he da. Like they used to fire me. I used to be in that whole like he did, bro. It was bro. It was.
They can't do nothing with you. You're tender. That's what we would call it. You tender.
Bro, I ain't gonna hold you, bro. Like I was, bro. But we all been tender before. I don't give a fuck what none of these niggas talking about, bro. I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck, bro. Hey, you know what? People in your family, Terrence was tender. You was tender. That nigga Ivan was tender. Hell, everybody was tender. Dog, shit, man, bro. I was hurt, bro. Bro. I kid you not. Hey, let's let you know how old I was, nigga. Hey, let's let you know how old I was, bro. When I was a freshman, what was that song that came out? You know, you probably don't know because it was 2012, so I was in that house. So you remember that song? It's before I knew, but it was by Frank Ocean. It was I've been thinking about you. Bro, I was in that whole crying, nigga. I was in there. Nigga, I had my beats on. I was in that whole, like, bro, because I always wanted, like, the window seat. I was in that whole, I've been thinking about you. I was in that whole sad in the bitch. Hey, bro, a nigga was hurt. I was in this bitch, like.
Yeah, the Frank Ocean going. Boy, bless your heart.
I keep talking about a dude. That was before, because I didn't know that. I was like, boy, I deleted that song expeditiously.
Hold on. So that's another question I got to oppose and ask. Does that make you got to give the man his credit. I don't care about his sexual life. His music jam. Straight up.
Yeah, facts.
Now looking back at it, I understand you young, you in high school, whatever. Of course, you're like, nah, I can't have that because not necessarily you, but you thinking like my boys see this or my people see this, they're gonna be thinking something. So that's another question I got. Does that make you now as an adult and now as a grown man? Do you feel like jamming a artist that may not have the same sexual appetite that you have? Do you feel like that's weird? Like if Frank Ocean came out with a new mixtape tomorrow, would you jam it?
Look, I'm gonna say this.
Keep it a buck.
I'm gonna keep it a trill, bro. I don't respect. Look, I had to take it off because, like, you start thinking about. You know what? I'll say this. Everybody looks at R. Kelly's all that love. It seems that you're ready, or that or what's the other song that nigga had? I don't see nothing wrong. Yeah, bro. Literally the first lyrics, my mind is telling me no, but my body tell you yes. Yeah, you creepy nigga, because that girl fucking 15, nigga, you fucking 25. So yeah. But anyway, saying that, if it's good music, I'll jam it. I'll keep it true. I'll jam it. But it's just when he was talking about it, I was like, I was really in this whole.
You don't. That's what I'm saying. That song for you meant something totally different at that time.
Exactly.
That for you meant.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that was your hurt with old girl. You know what I'm saying? So I get it. I understand it. That's funny.
Mika talking about Tinder. Oh, you know what? Mika talking about Tinder. That's okay. Hey. Hey. Okay. You know what? Hey. When we diving into her little life, because I know that's all right. But you Justin, I was hurt, bro. I was in this whole. How you feel? I was in that bitch hurt, nigga. I was in this bitch, bro. But see, but that's what I want, bro. Cause I came out the realest nigga I ever knew, bro. That like shocked the system.
Yeah, it helped you. Bro. Yeah.
Like that made me the most realest nigga, bro. That's how I hope something like that happens for my son, to where he gonna fall for a chick. Then it's gonna be the high school quarterback. Oh man, I was dumb. Man, I was smacking her shit. I was doing all. He gonna be like, no, like So, but it's like, do you go? Like do you continue that lifestyle as like a simp ass nigga, or do you rise up and become a real one? That's what. Bro, and I rose up, bro, and after that day, I was like, bro, either I can be sitting here and crying over this girl, or I can just be like, shit, you know what? It is what it is. Man. And it is what it is. I became a real nigga ever since.
I'll never forget it, man. It was a dude, man, a guy of mine that I knew, man, and he would always, his saying was, there's a new batch graduating in May. That was always his saying. Because anytime he would deal with a chick and she wasn't acting right, or, like moving to what he wanted to see out of the situation, he would always just be like, all right, it's a new batch graduating in May. Or even being on college campus, man, watching like the older classmen, the juniors and seniors, and how they would move, straight, just ruthless, but so strategically. And I remember being in the locker room, they'd be like, oh man, freshmen's coming in today, man. I'm gonna get that early pick, get them early picks. I was dying, like, wow, like this is really what it was. Especially when I was in South Carolina, man, it was nothing but like on the basketball team was nothing but like New Yorkers. I was the only one from Texas, and it was like a guy from Virginia and 2 from South Carolina, right?
Yeah.
Them New Yorkers, they would legit go to the countryest chick that didn't know nothing and just be on their big city, like, you know what I'm saying? Like just popping that New York. I was dying, like, wow, she don't even see what's coming. She don't even realize, like,
No.
yo, just he got her for, and this was the beauty of it. They would do it like weekly, like, all right, this week I'm on this. If she ain't let me do what I need to do by a week, I'm out. And legit, it worked because when you at a certain level or you're sort of like big man on campus, the girl feels like, well, what? I don't have anything to offer you. And as man, you hold the you hold the card to a relationship. Ain't no girl gonna be like, oh yeah, we together. She gonna be like, I don't know what we are. We kicking it. We cool.
She ain't gonna never know what we are. We gonna keep that ass in the dark till you start asking, bro. Hey man, hey, shout out to Derek Smith. I said this nigga full name. That was the dude.
And not the one on BS3 network, because he we got one on the BS3 network.
Hold on, you know what? And it's crazy cause he be commenting, like he be liking my shit, like he be watching my story to this day, and I'll be like we cool. I still be like, you bitch ass nigga. I mean, you know,
Derek, what's wrong with you now?
bro, like I just, you know,
hey, you be like that.
Hey, on the cool. That's why, cause the chick I got now, she's not from here, and I always tell her, I guarantee you, if I knew, like, that's why I'm like, bro, I'm glad I know you how I know you, because if I know you differently, I know me now. If I heard some wild shit, I'm like, yeah. We just we just can't make it happen, bro. Like we can't make it happen, and people be on some, oh, ain't no wholesome girls. I know that, but I don't need to be in vicinity of other niggas that done slutted you out. Cause I can't be walking with my chick and then he be looking like, boy, I remember my fuck shit out there. Hey, I remember, like, I can't. I'm like, nah, bro, nah, fam, that.
I get you. I get it. I mean, I understand. It is what it is, and it's like you said, man. At this age, especially, man, especially you being 20, about to be 25, dog. You would go ballistic if you walking with your chick and the dude was like, oh yeah, you know what I'm saying. But at the end of the day, you would hope that most of us, most dudes have that like, you know, carefree nature. But if she chose to be with a dude that would do something like that, that says something about her character too. And that's what I really look at. Like, I ain't finna get out here and square up with a dude over you. That ain't happening. But if you mind and we move in how we supposed to move, that should never happen to begin with. That should never even be a issue at all. But no. Man, I'm sorry about your heartbreak, dog. Man, I'm glad that you over it now.
Dog, hey, that might be. Fuck. Hey, you know, hold on. Quick question.
Yeah.
Is there any way we could? Cause you're knowing this, like, so Thursday, me and Ava are gonna drive to Louisiana. But I was gonna say, is there any way for us to do this on Wednesday and it can go out on Thursday?
Yeah, we can record it and send it out.
Okay, bro, cause like, I ain't gonna, hey, you know what? Hey, look, I'm gonna put a staple in this story because it's like 3 or 4 parts, bro.
It goes on. I know.
Dog, I'm just okay, but that was the initial story, like, and I want to know from Justin, could you have done that, bro? Justin, could you have now, mind you, I did not officially, you know, lose my E card till I was a senior in high school. So I was a freshman. So they already do what they did as a freshman, and you start looking, you like, damn, like, you know what I'm saying? You know, but I'm just saying though, but like, I don't know. I just that changed me forever. Because if I would have went the different route, bro, I would have been some old geeky old cuck ass nigga that just would have just been letting everything slide. But like, I ain't like that. Like, you know,
you can't because especially because you're in such a small confined area. You're in high school. You know what I'm saying?
Yo.
School ain't that big. Everybody know each other. So you got to look at it from that angle and that perspective of it of, no, I can't be seen like holding hands. And I get it. Believe me, I totally get where you coming from. I just find it funny. And I also find it like, just wanting to pick your brain a little bit like, how would you move in a situation like that? As far as, would you, hey, all right, it is what it is. That was before me, whatever. Because I've seen it happen. I actually been that dude where I seen dudes like really cuff up a chick where I'm like, her? Why? You know what I'm saying? Like,
hold on. Justin, was you the dude that smashed the chick, and then like your homeboy, like was you the guy? Was you the guy?
I plead the fifth, man.
I would have hated your motherfucking ass, nigga, because I know what I would have been like, ooh, just this mother, bro. Justin, just imagine, I'm walking with whoever the fuck I'm walking with, whoever that was popping in South Garland. I don't know who the fuck was popping in South Garland, but whoever the fuck was popping in South Garland, and then, I walk past you, and you already done did what you did. You looking like, I remember when I was hitting that shit. Like you looking at me like you just thinking like you.
I would see. That's the thing. I always try to handle myself like a gentleman. So I would pull you aside and be like, "Yo, that's what's up. Y'all exclusive. That's what's up. Out of respect for you, my hands are off."
Right, so what you would have said to me though? Like you know what I'm saying? Hold on. So put yourself. Let's say we in South Garland, and I don't know who was popping, but let's say whatever you did, whoever you did. Let's say you see me walking within like third period, and and I'm your man's. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like what you doing? Like what you doing? Plead the fifth, cousin.
Nah, I mean, you at school with me and you my mans, and it's a situation like that, I'm gonna just pull you aside. Like I said, like, yo, you really like feeling that? Like, I just want to share this with you. I ain't, out of respect for you, I'm through. But if you really feeling that, you need to know what come with that. Because one thing about it is most men are not like that. Usually the girl is the one that's broadcasting, oh, I'm da 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 da, or I, slept with blah blah blah, and he this, that. That's what get girls so caught up, or not even caught up, but that's what gets you more girls. When other girls start talking about you or have their name in your mouth, guess what the other girls doing? I want to find out myself. I need to see for myself. I need to whatever for myself.
Facts.
And the same thing with dudes, like when you in the locker room, that's what you call locker room talk, right? So you in the locker room and you like, hey, I know my mind, I already know, like most dudes gonna be like, word, for real? She like,
hey, you get the like. Hey, so she was like, what? You like, nah, I ain't gonna do nothing. But hey, but you take a note. She like, next time I catch up by myself. It's been mad, Riz. I'm about to, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, you can't. You just gotta know, man. You can't run down on everything. Like, I don't want to comment on Mika. Yeah. Dudes do talk, but like I said, it's more so
got exposed like a hoe.
Yeah, but it's more so like when dudes are talking amongst themselves, it's usually locker room talk. And it's codes that go along with that as far as, yo, this is us, like this don't leave this locker room, whatever the case may be. I'm not saying it's right. I'm not saying it's wrong, but I understand it because I was a part of that. So for me, it was, like I said, man, I don't know about how y'all got down in Lancaster, but in Garland, period, the city, dudes in high school were ruthless. It didn't matter. Dudes would be like, oh, yeah, that's your chick. Cool. I'm going to shoot my shot anyway. Like, don't care. What you mean you in love? All right, well, guess what? We got 3 years or 4 more years. We out of here anyway. So that love ain't gonna last. You know what I'm saying? And that was the mentality.
If I went to your school, I would have been fighting every day. I would have been in this bitch. Hey, I would have been walking into school mad. Hey.
No, but that's real talk though. That's the mentality. I mean, I'm gonna keep it a buck with you. That's the mentality that we had, man. It was straight up like it was cutthroat. Nobody, it was like, yo, okay, let me see what she'll do for me type of thing. Because everybody had that like ego or that big that chest out, like, nah, you think you the man. Nah, I'm really the man. You know what I'm saying? So it became that. It almost became like a competition within itself to be like, yeah, that look at them holding hands in the hallway. Guess what? People know that tonight.
Bro, that's probably what Derek. Bro, okay, time out. I don't think I ever held her hand because I was like, nah, that's doing too much. But like,
but you got her a card for Valentine's Day. That's strong.
I'm keeping it real. I gave this bitch a card, a teddy. I was letting, bro. I kid you not. I remember when I was a sophomore because I was still somewhat stuck on her. Until, hey, you know what? It wasn't until I think it wasn't the end of my sophomore year, but it was like mid sophomore year. I like really got him. I was like, you know what? You know, it's Lancaster a big school. I don't need to be stuck on because, you know, but I just remember my teacher was telling me like, yo, you doing too much. You doing too much. And I was like, what you mean? And I bro, look, hold on.
Teacher trying to put you up on game.
You know, bro, here was the final straw. So, like, I don't know how South Garland is, but in Lancaster, we had a whole facility just for football. And that nigga Derek played football. This nigga was a cornerback, bro. This lame ass nigga ain't get no fucking offers. This bitch ass nigga. But you know what, like, bro.
Calm down, don't be mad at them, man.
Hey, he my guy. Nah, he ain't my guy, fuck him. But you know, but like, bro, tell me why, like, the chick used to walk through like the shit. Okay, so we had, bro, Lancaster had a lot of spots. That's all I'm gonna say. It had a lot of spots. If you want to get your little swerve on, you get your swerve on. But they had a lot of spots. It was like some bro. It was some secluded hallways. And I remember, hey, nigga, I kid you not. I remember, like, I was getting out of like my football practice, and I remember like Derek and that chick, bro. I walked past the hallway, and it was one of them hallways to where, nigga, I may talk about this in the next podcast. It was a hallway to where you can like deep off on the other side of the hallway, so you can like cut. So just think of a hallway, and it got like a little opening. You can cut through all the way down. Then you can go to like the other side of the school. That shit used to always be dark. I never forget this shit. I remember I walked past, you know, because I had like my backpack on, nigga. I'm trying to get to class, bro. This nigga Derek and this chick, bro. Dead ass, I seen them all hugged up and smugged up, like way at the end. And I looked, and he looked at me, and he made out with her, bro. Like, just made out, like, just grabbed the, like, and you know, you a teenager, you a horny motherfucker. Like, I said, damn, niggas, you gonna fuck on the floor or something? Like, just, you know, but he gonna, anyway, bro, that's just when I knew. I'm like, bro, I gotta chill out, bro. Justin, we gonna talk out this podcast, dog.
Yeah.
Bro. And Mika talking about
I'm gonna invite Mika back because I want to have.
She just did all that talking. Hey, you know what? I guarantee you, she was in because she went to South Garland too, right?
She went to Garland High.
Oh, she just went to Garland. I bet you she went to Garland. She gave that thing up. them niggas was like, boy, you hit. Hey, was you on that? Yeah, I was on that. She probably felt betrayed because she was saying like, oh, nah, dudes talk. I bet she is.
She know dudes talk, but you know, it is what it is. I mean, you know, for me personally, how I moved in high school was totally different from I don't want to say most cats, but I moved differently. I was at South, so I didn't want to deal with nobody at South because I didn't want to be that dude holding hands, walking the hall. No. So I would always like, yo, I'm looking outside of the school. And then it became
Rowlett and shit, nigga.
No, but see, that's in the district. Then it became I got to look outside the district because I can't have that going on. I dated a chick from Lincoln, and that was weird. Extremely weird. Hey, man, that was a totally different experience where I was like, I ain't really got no business dealing with this. I mean, I remember catching the bus over there. I was like, oh no. Nah. That little gas station, I was like, nah, I don't even feel comfortable. What you say?
I said, you way on the other side of town. Hey, Lincoln and Lancaster used to have a rivalry because we both Tigers. Like, you know, Lancaster Tigers and then like the Lincoln Tigers. We used to, but man, bro, hey.
She laughed, said, nope, only boyfriends in high school and college. CJ, I was chilling. I couldn't do the drama. I don't blame you.
Whatever. You know what? Okay.
I'm definitely gonna reach out. We're getting her on the next one because I want to have that conversation about like, yo, women, the difference between dating with women and men. Because us as men, like you just gave the prime example. We can't deal with something that we know, like one of our partners or somebody. Not even our partner, but just somebody we know.
Somebody we know. It's about
it's off wraps. But I know several women that will be like, yeah, we tried or whatever, but I like him, he cool. Or I like your dude, he cool. And legit, like, no problem. And I used to be like, man, like really dazed, like, huh? Are you serious? You don't okay, that's what it is. Especially within my neighborhood. I used to be like, nah, man, hold on. You would just no. Nah, but we finna go ahead and jump up out of here, CJ. We've been on for an hour 30. So we all good. But I want to go ahead and let you get your final words in, and then we're gonna end this thing, man.
Final words.
Hold on. Final words from Heartbroke CJ. Go.
Derek, a whole ass nigga. If I see it, no, so real shit on the original topic today. We was, we kind of spill, but it's okay. But on some real shit, definitely find the trade. And if you guys check my Facebook, I just literally gave a bunch of companies that still hire felons because it's a lot of jobs people don't want to do. I always say, shit, man, you get them goddamn felons and you get somebody from jail, they'll do that shit. They'll do all the shit you don't want to do. They'll do that motherfucker. So, so I say, it's always, and I believe mostly everybody deserves a second chance. And right. the later topic of the discussion,
no, leave it at that because we're gonna have that with Mika.
Okay. Hey, so, hey, hold on. You know what? I'm gonna have to start ending each podcast with this. Hey, man, Derek, we don't rock with Derek because Derek, we don't rock with Derek. That's all I'm saying. We don't rock with Derek, dog.
Oh man, now my final thoughts is, like I said, man, just knowing and understand where you're at in life and knowing and understand what this community means to you. And also know and understand that this system was not designed for you in mind. Man. So just like my brother CJ said, pick up a trade, understand if you do fall down the wrong path, that there's always another opportunity. I'm with you as long as you're not a serial killer or a murderer or a sex like a rapist or molesting kids. I totally believe everyone's due for a second chance, but it's really up to you to make the most of it. And with that being said, man, I just want to make sure that we keep in mind as a community and as a people that we got to learn how to love each other, not only when things are bad, but love each other when things are good. That's why I started off the show with wanting to give praises and wanted to give peace and love to the family of the Patrick guy up in Michigan, because man, they're showing you once again that your life is expendable, and they're showing you once again that we can get away with these type of crimes because you guys are not educated. You guys are not the community that you once were. So once they killed Malcolm and killed Martin, in my opinion, that's where they looked at it like, yeah, we got the Black community now. We good. We ain't got to worry about them trying to uprise. And you saw it again with the Black Panther Party. They killed those guys off. It really became, now let's go ahead and make this prison thing really happen. So we have to be within the system. We have to learn to overthrow it. We have to learn to be as one, and we got to learn to come together. That's the only way we're going to survive in this system and learn to thrive in this system, is by us coming together, uniting, and making sure that each one teach one. So with that being said, CJ, I sure do appreciate your heartbreak story. Derek, I feel like I know you now, my brother.
We don't rock with Derek Brothers. If I seen him, he's still getting clapped. Nigga, I don't give a fuck. That was 8 years ago, nigga.
Derek, so what that mean to me, Derek, is, hey, I probably won't ever see you around, CJ, but if you ever run out to me in public, I'd be like, yo, CJ, I'm the guy CJ was talking about. I'll make sure to give you a hug and a pound. Make sure my boy CJ okay over there.
Wow.
Hey, you gotta give him a shout out. He helped you become who you are today.
You know what? That's facts. Derek did help me realize that I don't go for that shit. But like, but still fuck him. Because before I knew what I knew now, nigga, I was in that house. I've been thinking about you. I was 3 for 10 in that game, nigga. Got my ass benched early, shit.
That boy had that Frank Ocean going. That boy was sitting there in deep thought. He couldn't even make layups.
For real shit.
He couldn't even slap the backboard right.
Hell no. I told you, airball I airball the free throw shit.
That's how I know your head was gone. Oh, boy, bless your heart, boy.
Jesus.
All right, man. That being said, man, we up out of here. We'll catch y'all. Next week, we can't go live because we got a BS3 meeting on Thursday. But like you said, CJ, we can record on Wednesday.
Time out. Hold on. Y'all got a BS3 meeting?
Yeah, I'm finna send the information to you.
Why didn't I get told of this?
Because I need to give your information to them.
Okay.
Yeah. But yeah, you good. You can do, it's a Zoom call, so you can do it while y'all driving too. Well, don't be driving, but you can be on.
Man, I'm about to be in the back seat. Hey, matter of fact, you might see me at the casino smoking a cigar at Shreveport. So, I fuck with me. So.
Oh yeah, already. All right, now we up out of here.